Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Maite and you guys, I am so excited to share with you this planner that I have in front of me. This is the mid-year release of the Ella Iconic CEO of My Own Life planner. I reviewed this planner back in the fall of 2020 and you guys absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, it sold out super fast and people kept asking me and DMing me and putting in the comments, when were they going to restock the planner? The time has come. However, the difference between this planner and the one that I reviewed, which I will link up in the cards, is that this is the Undated weekly planner. So if you want to start this planner at any point in the year and you want to start it this summer, this is the perfect planner for you. If you can't do Undated planners and you're still curious about the planner that I reviewed, watch that video, but that release will not come out until the fall of 2021. I will also be sharing with you guys this notebook that was also part of their mid-year release as well. If you guys enjoy planner content, home management and home decor content, and how to generally get your life together as a stay-at-home mom, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube family. All right, let's jump into it. So the planner comes in this beautiful light blue with a heavy gray undertone. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is a faux leather and it does have matching ribbons for your place markers in your planner. The planner is also A5 size, which I love the size of this planner. It fits so much stuff, but it's still very portable and very compact. As you can see, the planner is quite slim as well. It's roughly an inch thick. I will throw that measurement up on the screen, but very lightweight planner. I mean, this is just the perfect on-the-go planner if that is what you're looking for. The name of the planner is embossed and it is this gorgeous copper rose gold. It reminds me actually of my ring. Actually, it's the same color for color reference if it's not picking up on camera. It's just stunning. It just makes it look that much more expensive. And it is blind embossed in the back with the company's name. I also forgot to mention that this mid-year release also comes in some other beautiful, gorgeous pastel colors as well. So I believe I saw a pink, I think one other color as well. I'll throw those up on the screen, but it's just so gorgeous for this time of year. I just love it. Jumping into the inside of the planner, it has this gorgeous speckled polka dot signature design that they have in their planners when you open the planner. And then you have your cover page. Now this is where you can put your name and your contact information if your planner gets lost. The paper quality of this planner is quite good. It's 100 GSM. It feels really nice to the touch. It doesn't have too much grit, not too little. I'm a fan of the paper and I think it's pretty high quality, especially in such a compact planner. You then get to the welcome page from the founder and designer and also how to use this planner. These planner sections will make much more sense when I flip to the weekly version. So here you have your Let's Begin page and start here. So what's great is that even though this is a mid-year release, she is still treating it as the beginning of the year, even if you are starting this in July. So you still have your word of the year, this year I will, this year I will not, and what I am most excited about. And so you get all of this space on the bottom to write that. You have this section for important dates. That runs from January to December. I do find that interesting, even though this is an undated planner, it's still running January through December. I think maybe if they would have kept this blank, you could have had 12 months running however you wanted, but it's just something to note. You then have a space for contact information. So you get space for 12 contacts on this page. And then you have a space to doodle and take some time to do a brain dump for imagining your future. This is just where you want to put all of those ideas. Then you have my big master plan. So you want to put your master goals for business and career, home and family, health and fitness, and personal as well. So you have your master goals on one side and your action plan on the other. I think that's really fantastic because it kind of makes you streamline your process. Even if you have to flesh this out in a notebook, it prevents you from overthinking and kind of going into analysis paralysis of the goals that you want to achieve in all the different parts of your life. So here again, you have another year at a glance page, also running from January through December. And then you have this progress tracker. Now, I love this. I think this is really cool. Even though I don't use trackers as much as I should in my personal planner, I think it's great that it's included in here. So you have a category, item, and your monthly progress. So you do get all 12 boxes there for the month, and then you check it. So this is great to put monthly habit tracking that you're trying to track, but also other things you want to track as well that don't necessarily have to be habits that you're trying to form. So then you have quarterly plans. So it says, write down your master goals for each area of your life for the upcoming quarter. So again, you have the categories of business and career, home and family, health and fitness, and personal. And then you have your monthly action plans. So of course, quarters are every 3 months. So you have month 1, 2, and 3. And then all of that is at the beginning of the planner because again, it's undated, so it's not going to be behind every month. You then have your adventure page. So you have a map of the whole world, things you want to take, to do before you leave, and just a place to plan trips. I think a lot of us could use that page for the next year. You have a quote, you can never get a cup of tea large enough or a book long enough to suit me. I think that quote was in the other planner as well. I think it's really nice. And this is just a dotted grid page. Then here you have a section of books to read. So title and author. And then to check off whether you read it or not. This side that says new beginnings. And then this page over here that's also a dot grid. So then you flip into the months. So you have my goals this month, business and career, home and family, health and fitness, personal, notes, memories, and things to remember for the next month, which I think is a really great box. You then have financials, so it gives you a place to put the month and the year up here as well. Your income and your outgoings budget, your in and out, and then this month's summary. So everything here summarized as well as a notes page. So you just have a running log list here as well. So I think this is absolutely fantastic to do a household budget if you don't like doing those spreadsheets yourself, if you're kind of more of a paper and pen person. I also think this is really great if you have a side business or you work from home or some way that you have to track finances for something separate. I think this is like a great cheat sheet to have in your planner. Then you have your month at a glance. Again, this is undated, but it does run Monday through Sunday. I love a Monday through Sunday calendar. I love when my weekends are together. And it also has a sidebar. So nothing fancy, but absolutely everything you would need on a monthly. You then have a whole separate sections for habits and progress trackers. Now this is across both pages. So you see you have your 1 through 31, which represents your days of the month. So it gives you all of the days you would need no matter what month it is. And then here you have themes. So it gives you the option to break it up into different categories, whether that's business, home, personal, but they did not write them down here. So I'm assuming it's just for you to be able to group these as you see fit. And I think this is very simple, very well done. I think it's a really great use of the space as well. Again, because this planner isn't dated, all of these months are going to be together at the beginning. So all of those monthly extras just repeat themselves for 12 months. So you do get all 12 months in there, but it's not going to be after a specific month, obviously, because it's not dated. But I love how each of these side pages are different. So it's not repeated with the same pattern in between the months. So as you can see, you have that color therapy page, and then you have this butterfly here. So it really does break up the pages in the front of the planner. Like here you have a gratitude section, and it's really cool because you can put I'm thankful for in all these different bubbles. So it's just really well thought out. So then of course you get to your weekly pages. And again, all of your weekly pages are going to be together. So your weeks and your months are completely separate. So months at the beginning of the planner, weeks in the second half of the planner. And that's okay because you have 2 ribbon bookmarks to mark yourself in both. It's going to drive some of you crazy. Others of you won't mind. There's a lot of different planner layouts out there that do the exact same thing. I just love this neutral weekly hourly layout, Monday through Sunday week. So your weekends are together and it is split up by half-hour increments. It runs all the way from 6 o'clock in the morning all the way to 9:30 at night. But since this is a British planner, it does have the 24 hours. So it's 21:30 on the planner. So it has a standard sidebar on the side where it has top priorities and focus, as well as memories to cherish and gratitude. One of my favorite things about this planner is the clever use of the space on the bottom. So it has business, career, home and family, health, fitness, and personal. So that ties into the overarching categories throughout the entire planner. Now, some of you may prefer more space in the hourly and would prefer this to be dragged down a little bit further to have more space in the hourly bar. Now, that's one way to consider it, but I do sometimes wish I had more sidebar space for other random things. So definitely a personal preference. I like the use of space, especially in a planner that is supposed to be on the go. It just kind of lets you jot everything down. The planner continues like that all the way to the end of your planner until you get a very generous note section in the back. Now I'm talking all of these notes pages in the back. That's like a full notebook right there. Again, this is an A5 planner meant to be on the go, very lightweight, and look at all the note pages that you get, you guys. That is fantastic. So maybe what you make up here in your hourly, you can definitely make up in the back with note pages. And you have this sturdy paper pocket in the back of the planner, and that is it for the planner. This planner retails for 30 British pounds, which comes out to about $42 or $43 US, not including shipping. I will put the exact US price that it has on the website on the screen. But just to give you guys an idea, I do think that is a very fair price for how much you are getting in this planner. So because the paper is the same, I'm going to do the pen test in this notebook. The notebook equally as gorgeous. You get a matching notebook to your planner, even though you have a lot of note paper in the planner. And it is the same paper quality, the same pattern, and you get 255 aligned pages in this notebook. You have a cover page over here, and then you have all of this very delicious buttery paper for you to write your heart out on. Now zooming you in for the pen test, this is a Sharpie S Gel pen. And as you can see on the other side, you definitely do get shadowing. It's not any more shadowing or any less shadowing on other planner paper that I've used, but it definitely is still there. Again, I'm under a couple bright lights and full sun outside, so it is exaggerating the shadowing a little bit, but I would still say still very high quality, especially in a compact notebook like this. If you want to do a lot of heavy painting, doodling, maybe some bujoing in here, I don't think I would totally recommend that, but for standard writing, I would 100% recommend this notebook. The notebook retails for 18 British pounds, which is the equivalent to about, I believe, $25, $26. I'm going to put the price on the screen as well. So I do think that's a fair price for this notebook as well, especially because it's just so cute to have a matching notebook to your planner. On to my absolute favorite part of every planner review video. Is it worth the money? Do I think you should buy it? An absolute resounding yes. There is so much packed into this planner. I go way more deeply into that in the other video, but I just think it's so well done. They thought of absolutely everything you would need for an on-the-go planner all in one, and it's all right here without a lot of fluff and a lot of nonsense. And I just love how classy it looks. So I think that is a very fair price for the planner and the notebook as well. So if you couldn't get your hands on the last planner, I highly, highly suggest picking this one up. Of course, for my majority American audience, the real key is going to be, do I think it's worth the shipping? I believe it was about $18 in shipping for the planner. So that is quite expensive to ship a planner. That's going to be totally up to you and to your discretion about whether you think it's worth the shipping. I personally do, because I think, finding planner piece worth buying 6 different planners that you still don't like. I have yet to find something similar on this side of the pond. I have tried, I have looked, especially since these sold out so quickly, just to give you guys a different alternative, and I have found nothing. So if this is the planner that you really like and you really want to go for, I say pay the extra in shipping. Also, they have beautiful accessories. I have a lot of the accessories that I show in my original review video. So if you add in a couple accessories that you really like, especially if you're also getting the notebook, I highly suggest it. So that is it for this planner review video. Give it a huge thumbs up if you loved this planner as much as I enjoyed reviewing it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. And as always, I will catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.